Okay, I want to talk about another Babylon that most people don't know about. Or if they do, they don't know it from this perspective. Okay, I talked about Mystery Babylon in the Middle East, okay? Jerusalem, below, who was in bondage, along with, Saudi Arabia? Something like that. I don't remember. Mecca, I think, right? Both Jerusalem below, okay, it's in bondage with Ishmael. All right, so she's in bondage with Ishmael, okay, and the people there. The Jerusalem above is free, which is her mother. And not only that, but America, being the daughter of Babylon, okay, she's also the daughter of another Babylon, all right? And I'm going to explain to you. I think what happened is the entity that was located here, daughter of Babylon, I'm thinking Lilith, the mother being Sophia, Jerusalem. They play two roles, okay? These entities, they're real life beings. They play two roles. They play good being and bad being. Well, Jerusalem plays both the good one and the bad one, okay? She's the mystery. She plays the duality, you see, the middle lane. But I'll get into that in another video. It wouldn't be long to make, okay? I'll get straight to the point. But anyways, so yeah, you got a lot of mystery Babylons, okay? First of all, if you read Second Esdras, it tells you that Asia is being turned into Babylon. The whole earth will be turned into confusion. Egypt is Babylon, okay? The English nations are Babylonian, and I'm going to explain why. So, yeah, and we know that the Ishmaelites are also partaking of that Babylonian confusion and prosperity. So all of these I just mentioned are Babylonian, all right? You need to understand that. And I believe that the entity that was here in the United States, aka Daughter Babylon, left to hide somewhere else. Probably Central America, perhaps. Okay, just based on the symbolism of the flag that you got there. The eagle, okay, with the snake, which I believe represents Lilith. It's all coming to me through the spirit, all right? So I take no credit for anything of this, all right? It's all divinely given. So, yeah, I believe that Lilith was overseeing this nation, the United States of America, along with another entity. There's a lot of snakes here, but I think she moved, or, yeah, she's planning on moving us, or she's got a base in Central America, okay? Some say Cain established something there. That's fine, but the point is, yeah, these entities are causing trouble in certain countries, these powers, principalities, and rulers of darkness of this age, and then they relocate, okay? They move to a separate part of the world where they think they won't be spotted. But there's a lot of idolatry going on in Central America. Most people don't know that, okay? Lilith represents a serpentine female. The females in Central America, oh man, forget it. Forget it. They're steeped in idolatry, okay? Virgin Mary worship, saint worship. Oh, it's great. I believe that's one of the archons that was messing with me, or principalities, powers. Lilith, she was revealing a lot of info to me, but it came at a heavy price. She literally had control over my mind for a minute, for a little bit. And anyways, okay, so Babylon Mystery Babylon, the daughter Babylon. These are the nations that they represent, okay? There's so many Babylons. It just means confusion. And that's what Bible means, Babel, confusion, okay? I'm going to get into all that. So Babylon, daughter Babylon, America, Mystery Babylon, State of Israel, Jerusalem. Also, Babylon is Mecca, okay, Saudi Arabia. She's in bondage with Jerusalem, the children down here. And then you have the English nations, they're Babylonian as well. And I'm explaining to you why. Oh, in Asia, Asian countries, they're being turned out, like I said in previous videos. They're turning into Babylon as well, okay? They were evangelized with the bootleg Christianity, all right? So there's a couple of places that are being turned out Babylonian. Also India too, I believe. I don't think Africa is Babylonian. Well, except for like Egypt, right? Egypt, it says in 2nd Esdras, woe to you, Egypt, Asia, Babylon. They represent female entities, okay? So anyways. Yeah. Okay, something came to mind. I'm thinking about Jerusalem for a minute there. Yeah, I'm thinking Babylon. I'm thinking Jerusalem plays 2 roles. The one above plays a role down here, okay? If you read the Gnostic scriptures, it tells you. She plays a good cop, bad cop. But anyways, I think she left that. She transcended all that. I think she... Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, well, whatever. I don't hold it against her anyways. Okay, moving on. So, yeah. All these are Babylonian nations, okay? Some say the whole world is being turned out Babylonian. I don't think they'll achieve that. I really don't think that. I don't think they're allowed to turn this whole world into a Babylonian cesspool. I think the world's already Babylon as far as I'm concerned. But I said it before. This whole Matrix world is Babylonian. It is. The truth is there for those whom it is given to know the truth. Anyways, they receive the love of the truth. Okay, meaning not just the truth, but spirit of truth, commandment keeping ways, and all that. Which, by the way, I think it's a rest day today. It's a good day to make videos, meditate, and stuff like that. Anyways, excuse me, I just woke up. So Babylon, okay, Babylon. Daughter Babylon. Most people don't know this. They think America's daughter Babylon. Well, here's the thing. There's a lot of Hebrew Israelites in America. Okay, some say that America, the United States of America, is either Ephraim or Manasseh. Okay. Yes, I believe that either one. The USA might be Manasseh, and the British Isles and the English nations might represent Ephraim, okay? So the house of Joseph is Babylon. I know, it sounds crazy. Listen to me, okay? The ox tribe, right? Ephraim, Manasseh, they've been turned out, okay? Babylonian. They're under confusion. The dragon, okay, gave power to the beast. Who's the beast? America. Babylon, right? What beast? So, perhaps Leviathan is overseeing this nation? Could be. All right, so if he is, then he represents the beast. Who's the dragon? Samael, right? The red dragon. Gave power to the beast, to America. And the dragon is in what flag? The Welsh flag, okay? And where's that at? The British Isles, okay? I made a video about King James representing the house of Ephraim, okay? And Ephraim is divided in different nations, English nations, okay? So like Australia, New Zealand, this, that, and the other. They represent the leaders of the northern kingdom. So the dragon in the Welsh flag represents Satan. Remember, Satan has a British accent every time he talks. So, yeah, he's over there in Wales, right? The British Isles, all right? So that's your dragon, okay? If you're talking about locations, the dragon is in the British Isles, Wales, okay? And also Hebrew Israelites are, if you study the scriptures, okay, I made a video about this, how that Ephraim, Manasseh are English nations, okay? I made a video about this. I gave clues and just a couple of clues that this is why I believe it is dust. I'm not the only one that knows this. But most overlook the dragon in the Welsh flags, okay? And make the connections with Satan. Why does he have a British accent, you know? I'm actually a fan of accents. So anyways, yeah. So, yes, Samael represents that red dragon, okay? In the Welsh flag, all right? So you have him right there, all right? And then I believe the beast represents America, okay? America probably being Ephraim or Manasseh, I'm not sure, okay? It's either being overseen by Leviathan or Lilith, or maybe both of these entities, I'm not sure. But I know Lilith also represents like a twin dragon to Samael, right? What is it? A black dragon? She represents like a black dragon. Samael represents a red dragon. I seen a poster, okay? And supposedly these two entities, Samael, who most call Satan, Lucifer, but they got the names all messed up, is the brother of Lilith, okay? Adam's first wife or something like that. I don't even know if the rumors are true. Might be. So, yeah, you got the red dragon, Welsh flag, it represents Samael, okay? Satan, Lucifer, all right? The British Isles, they colonized the Ephraimites that were there, and they turned them into Babylon, confusion. They confused them. So then there's a beast over here in America, okay? Some say it's Manasseh or Ephraim, but the thing is that Ephraim, Manasseh, the house of Joseph are English nations, okay? You got blacks as well, you know, like melanated brothers, Ephraimites, and you also got, you know, like Gentile-looking Ephraimites. I made a video about this, all right? So don't get it twisted, all right? Do not get it twisted. Ephraim is a cake not turned. He's mixed himself among the nations, all right? America is a nation of mixture, you know, it's foreigners, you know. So Ephraim is everywhere. That's why he's light-skinned. Sometimes he looks a little more dark-skinned. So, yeah, the beast here in America, I believe, is Leviathan, I think. I could be wrong. Maybe Lilith, okay? Maybe it's Lilith. Maybe both. Maybe Lilith's a little more subtle. It's hard to track her down, okay? She's that black dragon that I talk about, or serpent. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what's up with her. I can't really narrow it down yet. But yeah, the Welsh flag, all right? That's the dragon, all right? Ephraim, okay? The British Isles, the English nations, the beast, America, daughter of Babylon. Remember, the British Isles or England gave birth to America, okay? So the mother would be what? England, right? The British Isles, or at least the ones that gave birth to America. So there you have the mother, okay, which it represents, like I said, the British Isles. And then you have the daughter, America, okay? And the big-time mother, the mystery Babylon, that's in the Middle East, Jerusalem, okay? So there you have it. And also Mecca. Okay. So yeah. But the thing about Jerusalem is that she plays both sides. That's the duality. She plays the good, she plays the righteous side. She jumps sides, okay? That's what Sophia does. She jumps sides at the last minute, okay? Word is, that's the rumor. So anyways, yeah, that's what you got going on. I guess at the last minute she's gonna jump and play the good cop, right? But she plays both sides. She's very wicked though. Don't get it twisted. Very wicked, crazy Sister Blue. But she definitely knows how to fake it. Okay. Anyway, and then I can't bow down to nothing like that. I'm sorry, I just can't personally. And that's the issues between me and her. But I do accept her. And it's whatever, whatever they want to do with their little matrix. It's theirs, this is their home. So, anyways, it also, and another thing, speaking of bowing down, rumor has it that Samuel Satan wants to play a female, okay? It's pretending to be a female. That's a possibility. So there's so much deception going on. It's ridiculous. Anyways, thanks, Michael, for that information. It rung in my head just now, and it rings true. Anyways, bringing things back to remembrance, okay? After he tried to break my thoughts. Oh, man. They put me through hell, but, I ain't mad at them because of that. I'm probably going to be mad at other things, but anyways, get over that. So yeah. Okay, so Babylon. Okay. There's many Babylons, man. I just said it, okay? You got Asian countries are Babylonian. They're being turned out. Egypt, okay? A lot of the Hamite countries, like, think about Tower of Babel is Babylonian. Egypt is Babylonian. Asian countries in these end times, the nations of Shem are being turned Babylonian because that's the age we're shifting to, right? The time of the Gentiles coming to the end. So the time of Shem, the minorities, is on the rise, and they don't want that, I guess, because I guess it's not to their liking, but they don't want things to change for whatever reason. They don't want to let these people spiritually advance, you see. They're attacking the spiritual seed. They're attacking the melanated people. So yeah, that's what you got going on. So yeah, there's so many Babylonians. The English nations are Babylonian, some would say. Okay, some of these Christian nations. The reason King James is being accused of being a former Mason himself was probably because of the controversies that were going on back in the day in regards to the Bible. Now look at the Bible now. It has 66 books, right? Six. All you're missing is 1/6. You got the mark of the beast. You see? Some say it has to do with DNA coding and all this, that, and the other, but all that was already done back in the day. It's basically, I think, thinking that you could become a god on your own and that type of stuff. That's where the New Age comes into play, or worshiping these Zeus followers, this Zeus cult. And yeah, that's what it is. And I don't believe that King James was a master Mason. I think he was accused of things he did not do or was involved in. Did he mess up? Maybe, but we all do, okay? It's hard not to be deceived by these powers, principality, rulers of this age. We're in their home court, okay? And come on, they have so much power over us. I mean, us in this lower estate, weak nature, we could only do so much. Some of us are doing better than others in this low estate than some of these great thinking entities that are spirit beings and, have all these powers and abilities. Anyways, so yeah, the dragon gave its power to the beast. Who's the dragon? The dragon and the flag of Welsh, okay, the red dragon. That's Samael, Lucifer, Satan. Make the connections, okay? Bridge the dots. He has a British accent. That means he's from the British Isles. The beast represents Manasseh or another nation of Ephraim. Who's the beast? Could be Leviathan, beast of the field, right? The serpent was more clever than any beast of the field. It could be Lilith, maybe both Lilith, Leviathan. They're all working together like a triangle, right? Leviathan, Lilith, and Samael. But there's many other antichrists, okay? Besides them, Nimrod, okay? I mean, it's crazy. I think Nimrod's probably doing the Islam thing in these antichrists. Could be. I don't know. I really don't know. Are trying to play the Most High as well. So they're maneuvering around. They're doing all kinds of things, okay? So the beast, America, okay? Daughter of Babylon, daughter of England, the mother. That's probably where Lilith is, right? Or maybe that's where Jerusalem is hiding right now. I don't know. Maybe Samuel's gonna do something with the Middle East, right? Jerusalem. I'm pretty sure. They got all kinds of tricks and traps everywhere, man. It's hilarious. So yeah, America is a beast, right? Like I said, Leviathan, the Negro, or Lilith, maybe both, okay? Because we know that the Negroes do not come from the line of Shem, in case you didn't know. They're grafted in there. Scripture says that the seed of Israel would be mixed with the beasts of the field. Okay, so it's a Ephraim is mixed with Ephraim is mixed with Gentiles, Negroes, and other races. All right, but anyways, so yeah, the dragon gave power to the beast, the red dragon from the British Isles. Okay, Samuel oversees the British Isles. All right. Ephraimite nations, English nations. That's why he has this English accent. The beast here is being overseen probably by Leviathan. So there you have it. Lilith, I don't know where she's hiding. Maybe across the border. I don't know. Could be. That's a possibility. So she left. They're doing work and they maneuver around. Okay. But yeah, there you have it. Babylon. One of the mothers of America, right? Well, I say one of the mothers because you got Mystery Babylon, the great, right? The mother of all these other Babylonian entities located in the Middle East. So they're just evangelizing, proselyting nations and countries, okay? Anyways, so yeah, America, daughter of Babylon, the United States represents one of the English nations of the house of Joseph. The house of Joseph right now is under strong Babylonian influence, these English nations, okay? But a lot of countries they're steeped in paganism and stuff like that. So I'm not always going to be so harsh on these English nations, okay? Because I feel like the English nations, they've been struggling with these powers and principalities, you know. As bad as things have been, they're the ones with the truth, I feel. They're the truth holders, right? This is where I got most of my learning in these end times, through these English nations. So I can't knock them. And I'm not going to paint them in a negative light. I'm just saying they had to struggle so much with these entities just to get the truth out, okay? It's been very difficult. But as bad as these countries are, they're trying to blame these nations, these powers and principalities, want to get rid of these nations, okay? Because why? I think maybe because it has to do because they know the truth. These are they oppress the strongest first, you know? So go figure. They knew something as far as end times prophecy, right? Or this game that we're playing. That it would have to be with what's going on in these English nations. Excuse me. Sorry. So, yeah, I think, me personally, I'm not 100% sure. I think the dragon represents Samael. Okay, Lucifer, some call. It's just a Luciferian death, all right? It reminds me of the Welsh flag. He does have a British accent. Makes sense, okay. I knew when I seen the red dragon and the Welsh flag. I'm like, okay, so I know Satan has a camp or a base over there. And then I'm like, okay, go figure. Now I understand why he has a British accent. I knew the daughter of Babylon was America, but I'm like, who's running this place? I know Ephraim, right? The Ox tribe was under the influence. But then again, aren't we all? And yeah, the beast, I think, has to do with Leviathan, all right? The dragon gives power to the beast. That's, I believe, the beast of the field, okay? One of these snakes, Leviathan. I think Lilith was here, probably, like I said, Lilith probably relocated, trying to hide in Central America or something. So that's what you got going on, okay? It's crazy, all right? And this is just one perspective, okay? This is a perspective, all right? This is just my... Look, I'm giving you a different perspective as far as the locations where some of these entities have some of their bases, okay? They might relocate. They're not always going to stay in one spot. They're going to be maneuvering everywhere, okay? Doing the same things they've been doing. So they go from one spot to another. Like a snake slithers, it corrupts one country, leaves, and goes to the next, you see? They take over, leave, go to the next. All right? That's how they do it. Okay? That's how they do it. But anyways, so that's what they do, and you gotta study the scriptures from different perspectives, okay? Different ways of dimensional thinking, all right? So, yeah, Babylon, it's all in the Bible. It'll tell you where these entities plan on going. Read 2nd Esdras, it tells you Asia's being turned out. That's why the North Korea, South Korea merger, the scapegoats, okay? India, I think China, and what else? We know Babylon. There's so many Babylons. So yeah, so there you have it. The dragon gave its power to the beast. That's one way of looking at it, to find out where the dragon is operating from. You got to look at the countries and the flags and that type of stuff. So you got the dragon gave its power to the beast. That's okay, that's the British Isles, right? Wales. Make the connections, come on. And then gave its power to the beast. What beast? America. Because remember, these entities are going to be wherever the children of Yahshua are, okay? That's what it is, Jacob and Esau. Mount of Edom, Mount of Zion. All right? They're opposed to one another. That's just the way it is. So what they did is invade those nations, loot them, steal their resources, and pretend to be you, right? But they're not. So anyways, so yeah, the dragon and the Welsh flag represents, like I said, Samael, the red dragon, great red dragon. Some say it's Europe. Could be. And yeah, he gave his power to the beast. As far as countries go, that's how you locate who's who from a different perspective, dimensional way of thinking. Red dragon, Wales, okay. British Isles, the beast, America, Ephraim, Manasseh, House of Joseph. They're under Babylonian influence. They're hanging tough. They're fighting back. Okay, you got Leviathan, probably here in America. He represents the beast that is affecting the United States. That's why he's always pushing all Hebrew Israelites are Negro, because he's a Negro, okay? Most people don't know that Leviathan is a Negro entity. So he's trying to exalt himself above the true people, okay? Shem, all right? People of color, but not like not Negro like that, nah, okay? Negroes are a creation of, I think, Samael, right? Yahweh and all that. They go by different names. Study the Gnostic scriptures. This information you can only receive it through the spirit, man, okay? Through insight, okay? That's unlocked. And it's through the Spirit that I'm sharing this with you, okay? I'm being moved by the Spirit. This is not on my own will or nothing like that. I take no credit for this. Anyways, so yeah, that's what you got going on. With America, the British Isles, the House of Joseph, you know, that's why they want to destroy America, I think. But yeah, these entities, I'm telling you, they're turning the whole word to Babylonian nonsense, confusion, right? That's what it means, Babel, confusion. And obviously, King James has something to do with the King James version of the Bible, 66 books. The Pharisees, I think they distorted his reputation, and they did something to the writings, okay? But the writings are just another clue that Babylon or confusion is coming from the British Isles, because that's where King James was ruling from. King James the Sixth, right? So that's what you got going on, all right? 6 you're missing 1 6. And yeah, it was there all along, right? Things are just playing out as they should. So yeah. And now America represents the daughter of Babylon. Okay, the dragon gave power to the beast. Samuel gave power to Leviathan. Okay, Lilith, I'm guessing she was around, probably fled somewhere. Some say Cain is in Central America, that spirit, right? Could be. Could very well be the case. Lilith's probably hiding somewhere else. I'm not too sure what's going on with her. But I know she's behind it too. She probably has to do with the New Age. I know she's the sister of Lucifer, Satan. Represents a twin dragon, like black dragon or something like that. I seen it in a poster when I was in Mexico. I got into the room and I'm like, oh boy, it's Satan and her. You know, it's kind of gross. Come on, man, your sister? No. Maybe there's something spiritual about it, but nah, I'm straight, man. Like incest and all that. That's how these people get down, man. It's crazy. So anyways, there you have it. The British Isles, the English nations. You got the House of Joseph there, Ephraim, Manasseh. They're under Babylonian confusion, influence. The powers, principalities, rulers that are overseeing those countries. Like the British Isles, you have the dragon, right? Like I said, in the flag of Wales, that represents Samael. Okay, the red dragon, a great red dragon. Gave power to the beast. United States of America, House of Manasseh or Ephraim. I think Leviathan. That's one of the overseeing entities. Lilith too. So many. There's so many demons. Scripture says that there's got to be so many unclean spirits in the daughter of Babylon, right? If it gets wiped out. So, yeah. I mean, this is just one perspective. I'm giving you different perspectives as far as the locations where some of these entities have their bases, how it ties to it spiritually, what was going on, the agenda behind the 66-book canon Bible. I mean, there's so much there, okay? There's so much. That's why they call it the Matrix. There's dimensions and all that, different timelines, so much stuff going on, all right? So, yeah, that's what you got going on. Like I said, these English nations, as bad as they're struggling, they're the ones that have been doing the best types of teaching in my eyes, in my opinion, okay? Because, yeah, they're the ones that have been hanging tough dealing with all this, really. That's who I learned what I know from, okay? Being here in the English nations, all right? So, especially the USA. Anyways, so, yeah, that's what you got going on, all right? You might want to listen to this once or twice, okay? So, yeah, that's why America is under, some say they want to judge America because these entities have just messed it up. But look, it's the whole world, okay? The whole world. I mean, you can't just pass judgment on one nation. You got to judge the whole earth, basically, because everyone's steeped in paganism, idolatry, fornication, adultery, breaking the commandments left and right. I mean, you name it, okay? you name it. So, yeah, just because things are a little different now, they swept some stuff under the rug. That doesn't mean that doesn't go against them, you know. Some say that their debts are heading into the collection agency. Maybe so. I don't know. So, anyways, Babylon, you know, it's this whole world, basically. Anyways, yeah, just continue in the faith, okay? Keep seeking the truth. And when you find it, get it, acquire it, get understanding, so you can know what's what. Buy the truth, sell it not. Yeah, and walk in the Spirit, continue in the faith. All right, so that's all I wanted to share with you. Is let you know who is the nation that has the red dragon on its logo, yeah, the nation that uses the red dragon as their logo. That's Wales, okay, British Isles. Satan has a British accent. He has a base over there, England, all that. And then the beast, America, another offshoot of an English nation, other English nations throughout the world, okay. The Anglo nations, right, angelic nations. That's where the demonic entities are from, the Britannics, the Scots, the Welsh. So yeah, the children of Yahshua are melanated people, okay. White people represent Gentiles, Edomites, that type of stuff, right? Chaldeans, this, that, and the other. So Ephraim, yeah, it's being controlled, I guess, House of Joseph, to some extent, by these powers and principalities. You got Leviathan, I think. He's probably the one overseeing this nation at this point in time. What did it say that they gave their power to the beast or to the dragon, and they ruled with them for 1 hour or something like that. I don't even know. Can't remember the verses. Yeah, it says something to that effect, that they gave the nations agreed and gave their power to some entity. They ruled with it for 1 hour. I don't know how all that's gonna come about, but anyways, that's what you got going on, okay? That's what it is. Some say that the red dragon represents NATO and the EU. Could be, but you see, there's parallels to this, okay? The dragon represents Europe as well. If you look at Europe, certain nations, it looks like a dragon, right? It looks like one of the dragons. Maybe that's where Lilith is, right? Europe, okay? That's probably one dragon. The other dragon is in the British Isles. Europe for sure, doubt it not. Europe is the nation of the Gentiles, okay? So yeah, that's what you got going on. Cain's probably a decoy. He's probably in Central America, something like that. Or some say that's Lilith, represents the snake that the eagle's holding in the Mexico's flag. It has the colors yellow and green. 5th dimension, 6th dimension. You see, 6D represents the earth. 50 represents the Gentiles, okay, and their gods. So there you have it. As far as Europe goes, like I said, if you look at the picture of a map, right, Europe, there's like a certain nations form a dragon-looking thingy creature, and it's got like a long neck that bends a little bit. Not sure to which side, but that's another dragon, okay? So that's probably where another entity is located, or Satan has another base at. Just my thoughts. So basically, this is what you got going on. The Gentiles, the Edomites, and their gods, they're going around the world, turning into Babylon. Okay, you got other entities involved as well. The Hamites, think about Cush, Nimrod, Egypt, Babylon's, okay. Like I said, Ephraim and Manasseh are English nations. They're being attacked by the spirit of Leviathan, Lilith, spirit of Samael, okay, Yaldabaoth. And yeah, and then you got the Gentiles, their gods. That's who's doing the damage. Okay, European. Yeah, that's what it is. That's what you got going on. And yeah, the Gentiles, time of the Gentiles coming to an end. Okay, this whole world is there's basically this whole world is Babylonian. Okay. For the most part, not all of it. There's still some parts here that are hanging tough that have been blessed not to be deceived. All right? They've been gifted with that, not to be deceived. All right? Yeah, times of Shem. That's what times we're moving into, okay? Shem, Asians, all right? No, Shem is not the Negroes, I'm sorry, but they will be part of Ephraim, Manasseh, I think. Ephraim is a cake not turned. So there's a mixed multitude found in Ephraim, including the Gentiles that will be absorbed there, okay? That's the northern kingdom. But anyways, so then you got, other minorities, I guess, like Latin tribes, all right? Native American tribes, Hispanic tribes, that type of stuff. House of Judah, okay, Perez, Sarah, House of David, okay, that's being rebuilt because the tent has fallen. So anyways, so that's what you got going on. Yep. Anyway, I'm laughing inside as I make this. I don't know, other thoughts are coming to my mind. I'll talk about them in another video. Anyways, so yeah, that's what it is, okay? This is what I believe, okay? I'm not going to beat around the bush. I think that, yes, the English nations represent Ephraim and Manasseh. I made a video about it, okay? British Isles, Satan has a base over there. That's why, his British accent, it all connects. The dragon and that flag that you see that represents wealth. And then it gives power to the beast, right? America, United States. I'm not sure if it's Ephraim or Manasseh. It doesn't matter. It's part of the house of Joseph. I think Leviathan. It's one of the overseeing entities. Probably so many. There's so many right now entities in America, powers, principalities, and they maneuver. They go to different places. Right now, they're turning out Shem, right? The Shemites. Why? Because that's where things are moving to. If you study the prophecies, they know the prophecies, man. Okay. So, yeah, they're trying to attack the people to whom things are shifting toward. Okay. And that's what you got going on. That's what you got going on. That's what it is. All right. They're trying to attack the minorities. They don't want them to rise. But that's fine. That's, whatever they want to do. It's just a game, all right? It's just a simulation. Anyways. Yeah, so there you have it, okay? Understand where these powers, principalities, and archons are located as far as the countries go that they're they've taken over or are overseeing, all right? Just think about that. And understand it not just from you got to understand it on all levels, okay? When it talks about the dragon, you got to know who that dragon is. Which dragon? There's two dragons. Lilith represents one, the dark dragon. Samael represents the other dragon, the red dragon. And that also has something to do with Europe, okay? Because Europe also looks like a dragon in some respect, okay? And the beast, who's the beast? Some say it's Ephraim, but who's running Ephraim or Manasseh? These English nations could be Leviathan, the spirit of Leviathan. All right, so you got to study all this. You got to receive this information, okay? You can't study. You can study all day long. You still won't decipher anything. It's got to be done through the spirit, all right? It's given to you through the spirit. So, yeah, that's what you got going on. Yeah, see, the more you know, the better. You're not gonna be deceived, all right? But anyways, um, as far as what's going on in these end times and stuff like that, I don't know. I really don't know. I have no idea, man. Here's the dilemma with these end times, okay? That look, the time of the Gentiles is past. Some of these overseeing entities, their time is past, all right? But what they want to do is they don't want to give up control, okay? They this is look, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, okay? Look, I cannot they want to be worshiped, they want to be accepted. I accept them, but cannot worship them. Why? Because their time is past. The Gentiles, these overseeing entities, like take for example Mount Olympus, right? Or even all the way back up to like the realm of Eloleth, right? Where you got Edomite Jesus, Sophia the consort, who's trying so hard to keep a grip on things, trying so hard. Where Zoe comes from, Eve, that fourth realm represents Babylon to me on the highest level you could think of. And even with David, right? Some of these archons, right, on the highest level, they represent Babylon as well. So I cannot worship them. They want to be worshipped, and I accept them, but I don't worship them because they come from a Gentile beast lineage, meaning they're not made in the image, or they're not the lane that I believe the prime source wants to shift his focus toward. And they know this. That's why they want to have man oversee things instead of these Gentiles that represent angels, archons, in their low and highest form, Olympus, and this, that, and the other, Edomites, okay? But we can't worship them, man, because look, that the promise, they're not the promise seed, okay? Promise was made to Adam, okay? Atoms of light, all right? Atoms of light. Christ, Yeshua number 12, Savior number 12, not number 9. And minorities represent the house of Yasharel. Yes, some of them got with a Gentile woman, and they brought about other children that represent the 2/3. But they're not the elect, you see. So what you have is infighting between family members that they want to keep a grip on their position when things should be shifting. Because how can you worship somebody? How can you worship somebody if they're not the one? You see what I'm saying? They're not the one. Just based on who they represent originally. If you go back and trace their origins, you'll see some of them do not qualify for what position they desire, you see? And not only that, but if you bust out a balance and see what it looks like, will it be in their favor or against them? Have they been shortcutting their ways in these end times? Maybe, you see? So it's about doing what's right, and it's not right to get us to accept these same entities that have been on top of us for a while, playing both sides, good cop, bad cop. That's not how it works, And only the elect will receive this information. So anyways, no, I cannot worship a blonde Gentile Jerusalem, okay? It doesn't matter. I accept her. That's fine, I accept whatever is. Whatever will be. But I cannot worship, nor do I think that, they're that great in my eyes, because I understand what they're about, what line they come from, who they are, you see? So that's what you got going on, that's just who they are, all right? No, I cannot worship Edomite Jesus, those under him that accept him. I cannot bow down to the realm of Eloleth or David himself, because he's not the one, all right? He knows this, they know this. So anyways, I accept them, Hey, I know they've been helping me. Maybe not. Maybe I've been helping myself more than others. But they've been there. They've been looking out for me. So I do accept them, and I thank them for being there, especially in tough times. This is their script. Look, this is not my world. This is not my matrix, all right? this is not my universe, and whatever they can do down here, this is, thou shalt not covet. I don't love not the world, neither the things of the world, right? Look, nor can I accept somebody that's been double dipping, you see. If you've been partaking of the bad side of things and the good, I cannot accept you. You have to be a goody two-shoes in order for me to worship you, okay? And some entities, take, for example, Jerusalem, right? Above, she plays some different role. Below, she plays a different role. For me, I cannot. You got to weigh the balance and see what it looks like in her favor or against her. All right? If you want praise, adoration, and all that, then we got to see what's what. All right? What grade did she get? So, anyways, yeah, look, the spiritual seed, they focus on things above. We don't love this world matrix, okay? These lower realms, this universe. We're thinking about eternal realms, all right? So, yeah, those are my thoughts. Anyway, so yeah, just a video on the issues with the English nations, Ephraim, Manasseh, how they being attacked by some of these powers, principalities, rulers of darkness of this age. You got some of them in the British Isles, some of them in America. I gave you some of their names. Yeah, Europe too. The whole, basically, these are. Let me give them to you in a nutshell. The places where these powers, principalities have been doing the most damage, and a lot of the attention is shifting towards, or it has been the main focus as far as places go. Okay, so it's the United States of America, right? And also you got Hebrew Israelites there from, like I said, different tribes. But as far as places go, like lands, that represents Manasseh or Ephraim, all right? The English nations represent the house of Joseph. British Isles, okay? Australia, New Zealand. What else? Maybe Canada, I don't know. Then you got, what else? India is being turned Babylonian. Supposedly, I'm not sure if they're going to accomplish that. China, the Asian countries, as it says in 2nd Esdras, woe to you, Asia. North Korea, South Korea. Babylon, think about Nimrod, right? Cush, Tower of Babel. African nations, Mizraim. Europe, the Gentiles, we're in the time of the Gentiles. Okay? They represent the angelic lineage. All right? Archons, Mount Olympus, that type of stuff. Europe, most of Europe is Babylonian, or just they're at the top right now. The time of the Gentiles is winding down. All right, it's over for you crackers. Anyways, let me stop. So that's what you got going on, and I think what they want to do is they want to blend in, and take the form of people that the focus is being shifted towards minorities, right? Nah, man, just show your original self. Who cares if you're a blonde Gentile? Look, the house of Ephraim, the northern kingdom of Ephraim, the house of Ephraim, the house of Joseph, is mixed, okay? Israel too, they're all mixed. You know, everyone, you're gonna have different looking individuals on the outside. But it's what's on the inside that counts, okay? Spiritual seed, righteous ones, okay? So, yeah, and the promises go to whom they are made, okay? The promises go to whom they are made, and that's that. I accept that, okay? I accept that as far as pretends go. Like, you pretend, right? You're pretending. But in reality, the real me deep down inside, if you want to keep it real, like my channel says, keeping it 100, then no, that's not right. We don't reward or exalt those that haven't been doing better than some of us. No, absolutely not. You see, that's just, I don't get down like that. I just can't. Like, the real me is like, nah. You acknowledge it for what it is, but you don't accept it to the point like, I'm gonna worship you, I'm gonna be under you. Hell no. We gotta see what the balance looks like and what is that, who the promised mates and all that, you know. It's just they don't want to let go, you know. They don't want to let go.
Well, then I don't know what to tell you, man. But anyways, yeah, that's why some of us are going up. Okay, we're going up to the eternal realms. We're not gonna stay down here, man. The hell with all this. This is their mess. They gotta deal with it. All right. I just want to live my life and yeah, expose what's going on. That's what we're called to do, right? Well, I've exposed pretty much everything I need to expose now. If there comes a time when things need to play out physically and need to get bad, well, hey man, that's why we're getting ready. You know, we're readying ourselves for all this. So it's whatever, okay. So, anyways, that's it. I'm out.
World war, world war. This is what we ready for. World war, world war, world war. This is what we ready for. World war, world war, world war. This is what we ready for. World war, world war, world war. This is what we war, and we all the warrior. Hope you're ready 'cause we're ready. And we all the warrior. Hope you're ready 'cause we're ready. Nigga like a time bomb ticking, titching, we fixing the blow. And I'm thinking just like the nigga that's stressed out of the pen on parole. Lay low, better take it slow, strategize. Nigga be living upon this mesmerized die when I silence my nine. A hard nah. Giving the finger to feds, fuck the rollers. Babylon falls with the law. 2,000 activists ain't wanted to talk, a nigga blasting shit. Breaking glass, setting gas fires and kicking some ass. Hit him with one, hit him with two, hit him with three, so they not breathing. Hit him with 4, 5, one more time, don't you be fooled just 'cause he bleeding. Better make sure that it ain't no motherfucking resurrection. So therefore, I make sure that you be the dead one, red rum. Look at me now, it's just a rapper in your eyes. But listen to the lines from the verses of the mind, and you find that I'm not that average, ordinary nigga. And nigga, don't make me kill you. My military mind all the time, and my weapon by my side, stay fire right out. Stay strapped up, suited, ready to rock. Yeah, keep my military mind all the time, and my weapon by my side, stay fire right out. Stay strapped up, suited, ready to rock. We all fight deep in the Chevy, weapons steady, my palms sweaty, arms ready, game sharper than the machete. When we said it, G-H-U-G, L-I-N-A-W, that B-O-N-E. Get back and fall before we get back at me. Uzis blazing up the spray, get up the blaze, put it in place, nigga, they place is the grave. I just this 187, right down the street from hell, around the corner from Dead Man's Curve. Body steak is different gold, he a dead man word. Got any nerve, huh? Got any hard jaw? I think so. First nigga with his clip empty when I start.